Bishop John Farrell was really a remarkable man, and he started a lot of things Catholic in this city. He was the first bishop of Hamilton, and he opened St. Mary's Parish in 1863. And if the first conference was formed in 1865, it means he saw it as an important part of the mission of the church at that time. That's a long history for St. Vincent de Paul, and you continue your good work into these times. And these times, there's as much need as there was back then. So I really encourage and really support the good work of the St. Vincent de Paul Society in the diocese, and have encouraged all of our parishes to consider forming conferences to build up the Society of St. Vincent de Paul in Hamilton. I want to be as strong a support to St. Vincent de Paul as was Bishop John Farrell back in the day. So God bless you in your good work.
On a parish level, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul was founded here at Our Lady of Lourdes in 1962. And we've been blessed with a large group of volunteers helping those in need. And I have to say, as a pastor, I've always said that one of the key things I want in a parish is the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. Since as a Christian community, we have a deep responsibility, a priority to care for the poor, the needy within our community. And this is precisely what the Society of St. Vincent de Paul does in a really wonderful way. And so for me as a parish, I'm very grateful to their service.
There is so much bad news in the world these days. Violence locally and between nations. Prejudice. The rising cost of living. Drug addiction. Homelessness. Poverty. The list goes on. These problems are huge and seem overwhelming. But we are called to respond. So, do we do nothing? Do we turn away? How can we turn our concern into action? Yet how can we possibly make a difference? Jesus teaches us and gives us hope when we are lost and confused. There is always hope that spurs us on, spreading positive change again and again. Through our actions, inspiring hope in others, and working together, we create that change. We pray for when we ask, "Thy kingdom come." Our offerings may seem small in the larger scheme of things, but the ripple effect of that drop of goodness is endless. Join us however you can to help others through our Help Us Grow campaign, for the hope of redeeming us to live fully in His love for all eternity.
We're proud volunteers of the St. Vincent de Paul Society. We're Vincentians. And what caught our attention as to why we volunteered is about a year ago, we were attending Mass at Corpus Christi, St. Catherine of Siena, and John McKay was speaking about the Society and the need for volunteers at different locations of the stores, as well as other opportunities that are available to us as volunteers, but this one spoke to our hearts.
So now we both volunteer once a month on Saturdays, and I also volunteer during the week, every other week, and it's just been a great experience, meeting great people. We've got a group of young people that get their volunteer hours for their schooling, and then we also have people our own age, but it would be wonderful to have other volunteers coming down, and then we have retirees that also volunteer here at the store.
Our usual job is to sort items that are donated generously by many people across Hamilton and the local community. So we definitely appreciate all that support with respect to donations, but we're limited in capacity here at the storefront. At this time, we're tight for space. We definitely need more space to accept and to obviously offer these possibilities of great furniture and clothing to people who need it in our community. So I mean, the goal is to serve the less fortunate, and we do that by providing reasonable prices and quality items that have been generously donated so that we can help anyone who may be at need.
We are actually helping even with the environment, that people don't need to just throw things away. There is someone else out there in the community that may need it.
We're trying to live out our gospel values because Jesus reminds us that whatever you did to the least of my brothers, you did to me. So we recognize our need to help those who are Jesus in disguise.
And we just want to give back, even though, yes, we both have our busy lives, we can make time to actually volunteer and give back to our community and have a great time.
We do. We have lots of fun.
Ron and I are both volunteers for the St. Vincent de Paul of St. Catherine of Siena organization. We help people in our boundaries that are in need of help. What we do is if they call us on a hotline number that we have, they can call us and we will deliver vouchers to them to buy groceries. This is mostly for all families that are in need.
And we give extra funds at Christmas time when it's hard, families have trouble making ends meet. We give them extra money to help them at Christmas, just to make their Christmas very nice for the whole family.
St. Catherine's organization, St. Vincent de Paul, it's an organization that it's dear to my heart. We really do help a lot of people, and you see the people that you help. You see the happiness that it brings them. You see, especially the mothers, you see the joy in their face when they can go and buy groceries for their children, or we give them gift cards that they can buy shoes for their children.
Yeah, we do really make a difference for them. So we use one of our clients too. She acts as an interpreter we get a lot of refugees coming in who don't speak English at all. And she helps us, she acts as a liaison for us to tell us their needs for what they need when they come over. And they're very, very appreciative for all the help they get from us.
No, and you're right. You've helped so many families, and we're so appreciative because it's hard for us to understand them, but we know that they need help. So we can always come to you and you can translate for us, and then we can help all the other ladies that are in need of groceries and whatever else they need at the time.
Yeah, and there is another one thing I want to remember you about the laptop. You help some family about laptop, and him say thank you because him can't buy a one. And you know the kids in the school or him learn English, so him uses this laptop to do it many things.
You're right. So that's another program that we offer. It's a refurbished computer program for people that can afford computers or they need help with school, or some parents and mothers just want to go back to school too. Have you ever been down to our St. Vincent de Paul store? Have you ever needed anything from there? Like I know that we offer couches and clothing and household items.
Yeah, and one time about the Christmas, him very, very happy. All the kids waiting the cart to buy some stuff, for example, about the toys, about the clothes, shoes, or for example, any toys him can't buy it, so him waiting this voucher. Really, it's a little bit, but it's help.
Yes.
Because sometimes the parents say no, you can't buy. So him waiting every year Christmas to get it this voucher, this gift card, and buy what's him needed.
Coral Harbor is a community on the north shore of Hudson Bay, in an area where we call north of 60. The community has 1,100 people, but 660 of these are children. And that's pretty common for the northern communities when they have a high percentage of children. So what's going on with these people is that they do not have access to vegetables and fruits and other things that we just take for granted, peanut butter, Nutella. These children, after school, they have a school program that's held in a sea container because there is no other opportunity up there or room for them to have these programs. And some of the kids may not have eaten more than one meal a day. And of course, when they're short of food, the parents do without so that the kids can be fed. These children are on an island. They're secluded. Education happens on the mainland, but they really are very close to their families and do not like to leave. So they've been waiting for 4 years for someone to come up with a sea container that's food. Now, the sea container takes about 2 months to get there from Stony Creek here. It goes on a truck to Montreal. On Montreal, it goes on a ship, and from a ship, it goes onto a barge so that eventually gets to the coast. The journey's about 2 months. And it has to be before October or by October, because once it's frozen, the ships don't travel anymore and there's no other access to the community.
All right, well, that's right.
Access to resources is an important aspect of our social justice work. We're maturing our roles as informed navigators, walking alongside our neighbors in need to help them gain access to government and community resources that can help to improve their lives. The Seeds of Hope project equips members to raise awareness and access to resources under the 3 pillars of health, education, and wellness, HUE. The RASP Canada Learning Bond project helps families get access to $2,000 of federal funding that is available for children of low-income families. Research showed that any money saved for post-secondary greatly increases the odds a child will go on after high school. When the RASP account is opened, we provide a contribution check for $100, which the government then matches by up to 40%. We also provide a framed congratulatory certificate with the child's name and the simple but powerful message, "We believe in you." Our dream is that every child will access these funds and this hope. Every child deserves hope for a brighter educational future. No child left behind.
Anyone can help, especially with their prayers. Please consider volunteering. From teens doing community work to retirees, your time is needed at the thrift store. There is a need for interpreters and those interested in doing home visits. Please support our fundraising efforts. Come to our golf tournament, sponsor a participant, or contribute a prize. Donate furniture or clothes to our stores. Financial donations are always appreciated. There are many ways to help. Join an existing conference, or reach out to find out how to establish a new conference in your parish. Communication is possible through our Hamilton website. Please sign up for our newsletters and follow us on Facebook.
Wendy and I, as presidents of Hamilton and Hamilton West particular councils, would really like to try and grow the Society of St. Vincent de Paul here in Hamilton. To do that, we'd like more people involved, we'd like more conferences, we'd like to increase the number of programs we run to help people in need, and we'd like to grow our thrift store operation. We do see there's a real need for a store on the mountain. We'd love it to be a larger new store on Hamilton Mountain to serve all of Hamilton.
In that end, we are running special programs, fundraising, and writing for grants. But that may not be enough. So if you or anyone that you know has the time or the money to be able to help us grow our store on the mountain, that would be a dream come true. Because as you know, we have to dream big sometimes.
We'd like to thank everyone for all the work they do. Our volunteers are tremendous, and we have a lot of generous supporters. We're very, very grateful. Thank you all so much.
So, our vocation is to go, not just to one parish, not just to one diocese, but all over the world. And do what? To set people's hearts on fire, to do what the Son of God did. He came to set the world on fire in order to inflame it with his love. Here to serve God, each other, and those in need. Today, the St. Vincent de Paul Society is present in 152 countries, has 800,000 members, is 48,000 conferences. Every day, it helps over 30 million people the world over. In addition to groceries and housewares, what we offer to others and ourselves is hope. Hope in a better future, with less need and the stress it brings. Serviens in Spe is the motto for the International St. Vincent de Paul Society, Latin for serving in hope. It reflects the universal true hope in the goodness of all, showing kindness towards one another, the reason for which we were created.